93.5 BS Birmingham, WATV Birmingham, a Courtney French Broadcasting Company. We are V94.9 WATV, and the V stands for variety.
Hey, wait just a minute.
It's time now for the 3-time Abby Award-winning Think Tank with Chris Coleman. Got something to say? Hit Chris up at 205-994-8949 right now. The Think Tank continues. Now.
One of the most respected law officers in the state of Alabama is in the building right now, over here in the heart of Inslee, Alabama. None other than Inslee's very own district attorney, Danny Carr, is in the building. How you doing, my brother? How's everything, man?
Hey, man, it's good, man. Been a long day, man.
Long day for you, bro.
Been a long day, brother. Long day, but it's a part of the job.
People have a lot of questions, and I'm telling you, I want to get into it right now.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask any of the pertinent questions that they have been asking all day. I just want to ask you to just tell everybody in the video, what did you see, even how long the raw footage was? Just
right.
Tell us, what did you see from beginning until the end? Let's go.
So let me start by saying this. Number one, the video was shown, and the video was shown. I'm one of the few law enforcement officers or DAs around here that will show a video. I do that for a reason. I do that because I believe in transparency, and the purpose of showing that video is not to make somebody feel good. Whatever's in that video is not going to make you feel good.
At all.
The purpose of showing that video is for people to know what happened at that moment. That's what purpose of. Okay. You know, and I made that clear to the family before I showed it to them.
Okay.
All right?
So the family was there.
So let me tell you.
The attorneys are there.
So the family came. Mom and dad decided they didn't want to watch it. So they sat outside. Rest of the family members came, and some other individuals. So I allowed a multitude of people in. His lawyers, civil attorneys and criminal attorneys, whoever, and Mr. Crump, they all were there as well. Mm-hmm. I allowed them in, and they watched it as well.
Okay.
They watched that video about 5 times, and I kept running it back, letting them watch it again. Watch as many times as you need to. That was the raw footage. The raw footage was about maybe close to 5 minutes, right at 4 minutes and something. And the raw footage is when he actually turns the camera on, right?
Okay.
He turns the camera on, and when he turns it on, what it shows is he has Jabari at the back of the truck that they're in, kind of at the back, with his hands on the car. And you hear him say, hey, you know, if you move again, man, you're going to eat this concrete or something like that. And then he's trying to put the cuffs on him, then there's a scuffle. Mm-hmm. And there's a scuffle between those two, and they fall to the ground. That scuffle goes on maybe for about 10 seconds or something like that. And then you see Jabari get up, and the door to the driver's side was still open. Jabari gets up, and instead of running left to run away, he ran to the door, reached in the car, got a gun, and when he got that gun, the officer was right there, and he shot him. And when he fell on the ground, the gun was still in his hand.
So when Jabari fell, the gun was still in Jabari's hand.
Yes.
The gun he got out of the passenger side.
The driver's side.
Of the car. Okay.
Yes.
So you saw you can see
it clear as day.
Okay.
And let me say this as well, because I want to also divulge some information that was in the reports. Okay. In the reports, the officer was patrolling that area. Homewood had got information about people being on that park late at night and all this stuff. They pull up. That officer pulls up alone. He's in a car. He's in a marked unit with a uniform on.
So he did have a uniform on.
Per the reports, he had. This part is in the reports. Mm-hmm. He's in a marked unit with a uniform on. Pulls up, walks up to the car. Jabari and a young lady is in the car. Jabari's in the driver's seat. Young lady's in the passenger seat. They're in like an SUV model. When they pull up, he walks up to the car. Obviously, in the reports, it said the windows were up. Told him to let the windows down. They let the windows down. He could smell marijuana. He asked him about that. The girl said, yes, we do. She pulled a mason jar that had marijuana in it, gave it to him.
So there was a mason jar
with some marijuana
in it.
Gave it to him.
Gave it to the police officer. Okay.
Yes. He put it on top of the car. And you can still see that marijuana on top of the car in the video.
Okay.
The whole time. It's on top of the car. Then he gets him out the car. And when he gets him out the car, she's on the passenger side. Jabari's on the driver's side. And then that's when you see the body cam kicks on at that point. And that's when they back up and you see him trying to put the cuffs on Jabari. And then that's when all the tussling started. And instead, as I said in my statement, I believe that is a good young man that made a bad decision. If he had ran to the left and just ran in that field with no weapon and that cop shot him, we'll be having a different conversation today. Okay. Having a different conversation. Once you grab that gun after fighting with the police right there in close proximity, the car was not that far from him at all. He grabbed the gun. It's clear. He reached in the car, grabbed the gun, and then before he can turn around, as he's motioning forward, I guess either finna go around the door, whatever he's about to do, he got shot. And when he got shot, he got hit in the lower back, and he fell, and the gun is still right there. And the officer immediately called for ambulance or whatever, back up. And you see another officer come. She says that. The young lady says that.
You can hear this in the video.
It's on the video. You can hear it. Yes, you can hear it.
Did you get a chance to see any of the park surveillance, or did they show any of that video from the park, or was that wasn't needed? That wasn't even needed. Okay.
You know, and I think what people have to realize, there's two components to this. There is a civil component where you're trying to sue the city to say that someone's civil rights were violated. Mm-hmm. There's a criminal component that obviously I'm involved in, and the question is this: whether or not a reasonable person, in this case a police officer, felt like he was in imminent danger of losing his life or being assaulted at that time.
So what would bring about that, while you being a district attorney?
Right.
What would make you see that this officer feared for his life?
Well, there was just a scuffle in a dark park. The officer is alone out there. And then the guy who he just got the scuffling with runs to the car, which is close right there. Instead of running away, he runs actually to the car and reach in and grab a gun. The law don't require that officer then to wait and see what he's going to do with that gun.
That's not the law.
That's not the law.
So can you explain?
And let me explain it even further.
But
it's not even the law for a citizen to wait. Understand this.
Okay.
It's not even a law for a citizen that's not a sworn officer to wait.
Okay.
Right? So it's a heightened level of scrutiny when it's a police officer, but in reality, the reality is when he grabbed the gun, that changed the game, man. Okay. That's just the facts.
Where's the gun? Who has the gun now? Now that you have it, do you have the evidence?
No.
Okay.
No,
Who has the gun?
No. ALEA has the gun. They turn that into Homewood PD.
So Homewood Police Department.
Yes.
You won't even see the gun.
I saw photos of the gun, but what I did do, I did divulge to them why they were in there. The make and model of the gun and the serial number that was in the reports. I told them that as well.
Okay. And what was the make and model of that gun?
It was a Glock 45. Glock 45, and I gave them the serial numbers. Yeah. Okay. And that came from the reports.
Okay.
One of the lawyers asked me that. Just so happened that as I was reading the report, I jotted that down. And I gave them that information. And let me be clear. I don't know that officer. Never met him. Wouldn't know him if he walked in here now. I don't know Mr. Peoples. Never met him before this. Mm-hmm. So in reality, my job was to look at the facts and apply those facts to the law and make a decision. That's it.
Yeah, and you went strictly by what the law says.
Strictly by the law. The law says that, and let me just tell you, stand your ground in Alabama.
Okay.
The law said that if you reasonably believe, number one, that you're going to be even assaulted in the first or second degree, you can use deadly physical force. Assaulted in the first or second degree, you can use deadly physical force. That's what it says. It also goes on to say that if you reasonably believe that deadly force is about to be used on you or others, you can use deadly physical force. The key term is it reasonable at that time? just got into a scuffle. Dark park. 2 people out there. You know a gun is right there. He reached for that gun. He takes possession of that gun. Is that reasonable to believe that deadly force is about to be used on you? Wow. Is that reasonable? That's the question.
Right.
And that's not an emotional circumstance. That's just a factual circumstance that we had on our hands that we had to deal with.
When you get the video and you started analyzing and looking at the video,
right?
How long did it take you to go, wow, did it really take them 5 weeks? Because I'm looking at 5 weeks to me as a citizen,
right?
A tax-paying citizen,
right?
I'm looking at it from that end,
mm-hmm.
from that angle. When it comes to me,
right?
How long was 5 weeks justifiable to get this? I'm just asking.
Chris, I'll tell you.
Okay.
This is probably my 13th officer-involved shooting since I've been the district attorney.
Okay.
13th.
And
I handle them all the same. Now, this one was obviously highly publicized and highly scrutinized, and some of that may stem from information that was put out there originally.
Okay.
That he was an unarmed guy that was shot in the park.
Okay.
That's the reality. That's what I heard.
We all heard that.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't hear anything wrong now.
We all
That's
heard
what
that.
I heard. Okay. I want to make sure. So at that point, when we get a packet in from ALEA, and ALEA is the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, they're an independent agency that's based in Montgomery, and the Alabama Bureau of Investigations. What they do is they show up, they do police reports, they talk to all the officers, they get body cam, they get coroner's reports, they take sworn statements from officers, they take sworn statements from witnesses, and some of those people lawyer up, so that takes a little time as well. But what I would say is this, is that it'd be nice if there was a mechanism to get that stuff a little quicker. It would be nice. But I'll also say this, that, it would be nice, too, for people to get facts before conspiracy theories start throwing stuff out there as well.
Get the facts first.
Get the facts first, man.
Yeah.
Get the facts first. And the facts are the facts. I don't know anybody in this thing. I don't know anybody on either side. All I have with me is the facts and the law and the truth. That's it. There are no winners in this. Let's just be honest. There are no winners.
No.
There's no ticker tape parade for anybody. So for me, in doing this 24 years, I got the 24 years by doing it a certain way and doing it the right way. And to me, facts always prevail. I don't deal in conspiracy theory, and I tell people this all the time, and sometimes people don't like it, but it's true. In this position, Chris, I don't have the luxury of emotions. I have the burden of proof. I don't have the luxury of emotions. I can't get emotional. The only thing I have with me and my only guide is the facts, which is that video, and the law that applies to that video. And I go back again. Under those circumstances, was it reasonable to believe that you were in imminent danger of bodily injury or death? When you fight with a guy on the park who you just got to fight with, instead of him running away, he runs to a car and gets a gun. That's it, man. So, and that's what we base the decision on.
So let me be perfectly clear, because we got a lot of people who just not coming on. And I'm going to ask you this question because apparently they're not hearing you.
Right.
To you,
right,
from what you saw,
right,
was the video cut or altered or redacted? From what you being an attorney for these many years in cases you worked, was the video cut, altered? None of that, right?
No, it was not.
Okay.
It was not.
Sure.
Now, there was an edited part that it was slowed down so you could see, but there was a whole separate another video after we showed the raw footage.
So when you showed the raw footage
is everything happening at the speed of light.
Boom, 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 boom.
And then the other part is to verify and show that this was a gun and this is what happened. That's what it is. Okay. And that is what I call due diligence. It has nothing to do with any conspiracy theory. That is called due diligence.
Have you heard about, a lot of people ask about the metadata. When they called it, I started laughing.
That's over my head, man.
Well over your head. Okay.
That's way over my head, brother.
So, so the metadata, y'all can leave that right there alone. He's saying that from what he has seen in his law profession, and he's one of the biggest law attorneys in the state right now, he's the top cop here. He's the DA for Jefferson County. Said from what he saw,
right,
the video was not altered and it was not cut or redacted.
Because I have no interest in anything other than the truth, buddy. That's how I get to where I am today.
He said,
so there is no award for me
okay,
for doing nothing than doing exactly what I did. And what I did was kept my promise. I showed them the video.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, I didn't tell you the video was going to show what you wanted to show.
Right.
I just said,